Hi guys, how's it going? I'm just checking, waiting for my camera to come on. It took a little while to get caught up, but I could see my live on my page and it's doing the countdown. So we have a few more minutes, so I'm going to give it a few seconds for everyone to come in and join us. And once you come in the room and you see the live, pop on, say hi, let me know you're here. And I really like knowing where everybody's from. So that's always fun. So I put a couple of things in my comment section. I put a link for all my supplies that you guys can get except for the florals that will be shown tonight. So I'm going to give it just a few seconds and then we'll go down a run through of the list of supplies that I need and you will need. If you would like to make these. So we should have some fun. So I'm going to go ahead and, hi guys, I see a few people popping on. So we're going to give it just a few seconds. I'm Mary with Queen Bee Wreaths and Decor. And I'm going to try and pull up my comments. One sec. And just let me know where you're from. I don't know if you guys are freezing. Are you guys in the Midwest, Northern area of that cold Arctic blast that's coming through you guys with, I forgot what they said today. It was like, what, 35 below? Oh my gosh, it's way too cold. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Steph. I can see some comments now. Hi, Edna. Good to have you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. So we're going to do the tulip wreath, you guys. Are you excited? I'm excited. Hi from Watertown, Barbara. How's it going? Oh my goodness, girl, are you frozen? Are you guys just freezing? Poor things. Hi, Nance. Oh gosh, poor Ohio. Hi, Charlotte. Mwah! Good to see you. 5 degrees. Good Lord. You all, I put a t-shirt on today because it was so sunny and warm out, but it was pouring down rain yesterday and freezing this morning, and then the sun popped out. So I was excited about that. Hi, Shorty. How's it going? Good. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Thanks so much. All right. It's very cold in Indiana. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my word. New Hampshire. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Michelle. You guys, that's so awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. We're going to make that tulip wreath tonight. And I just kind of want to give a few more people. I told everybody 5:30 to 6. And I couldn't wait anymore. So I was like so excited. So like ready to get going. I was going to do this just as a normal tutorial where I, am very bland and dry so that I could put it on YouTube. And I need to start my YouTube channel and I just need to bite the bullet and do it. But I'm so nervous. I'm just so nervous to do it because it is a completely different way of presenting. You can do lives, but, I'm just nervous starting a new social media, I guess. I barely do social media except for Facebook. But, yeah. So, anyway, so I'm going to kind of practice with you guys. And then the day I do a live on YouTube, please, I'll make a post here. Please come with me. Keep me company. And you can comment even. So anyway, so I don't feel so alone and so scared. But anyway, that's I'm going to go ahead and do a little practice trial with you guys on just kind of setting up a tutorial for you guys. It's a little more detailed, some of it not, because I can't use this live on my YouTube. Because I don't know how long this is going to take us. A few changes. So the other night, excuse me, my sinuses are crazy. We wrapped a very large 15-inch styrofoam wreath base with satin ribbon. And it's an enormous wreath. And I got to thinking about it. It's one of the larger forms. So I do have on hand some other styrofoam wreath forms that are much smaller. They're, let's see, they're almost 12 inches. It says like 11 3/4 inch. I got these at one of my wholesale suppliers called the Warehouse. So, however, when I got these, I didn't realize that they were this thin and flat on the back. So, what I went ahead and did today in preparation for this live is I took 2 of them and I just stacked them on top of each other and attached them, glued them together, pinned them, and then wrapped them with the ribbon again. So that's how we're going to do the one tonight. It won't take us as long, and it'll use a lot less tulips as well. So let me see and get caught up here with some of the comments. Hi, Jane. How's it going? Hi, Susie girl. We're doing tulips tonight. I'm going to take a little drink. I have had a lot of sinus problems lately. We have a lot of elm and all that kind of crap. I have the worst allergies. All right, so for tonight, to make the wreath, you're going to need wire cutters to do the stems. You're going to need some floral pins. Okay, I got just a bowl of floral pins. They're like a U-shaped pin. Okay, you'll need those. I am using a thimble that is an adjustable thimble to my thumb because pushing those pins after a while will hurt. Forewarning. And I also have these little silicone fingertips, which is made by Mod Podge. You could get them anywhere for when we start using the hot glue. You will need a hot glue gun, and you will need glue sticks, which are over here to my right. And then you're going to need bunches of tulips. Now these tulips I got at Michael's. I zip tied them all together. On each bush, there are 8 stems. Okay? So each one of these will have 2 to 3 tulips on each stem. You're going to take the leaves and you're going to push them all up to the bottom of the flower, and they will turn out like this. So this is one stem off of one of those bushes. I cut them about from the base of where the leaf is, about 2.5 to 3 inches long. And then these are usually like way down or way off. So I just slide them all the way up to the top, underneath, and do that. And they usually come with 3. Some of them will have 2, but most of them should have 3. So most of mine do. Now, I don't know if I have cut enough yet, so I will let you know the number once we're finished with this size of wreath form. Usually, I buy about 10 bushes to do one of the smaller wreath forms. The larger one is going to take a lot more. And there was just a larger surface. We would have been here 10 months of Sundays. I don't know if we did the larger wreath. Those are the ones that I have sold in my shop before as well. Oh, Melinda, what is happening? Whoa, girl. Oh, no. Honey, God bless you, and we'll be sending prayers to you for sure. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. It's crazy out there, you guys. I don't have to tell you. That's why I don't invite you guys over to my private page. I'm kind of an activist for a lot of different causes. So, but yeah. Thanks. Hi, Ramona. They're going good. My hand's better too, you guys. But I better not jinx myself because you know me. If I say everything's good and then the next day it's like, well, I jinxed myself. Okay, so let's get started. I chose today purple variegated. It's a kind of a lavender color, right? And then I chose a dark purple. There are darker purple than this. They call it like a purple velvet, which is really deep, deep, deep dark. I chose these because it's just my personal preference. I just thought the darker ones looked black almost to me. And especially after photographing them, you know, it's like they were very dark. So what I normally do is I'll take 3 to 4 of these little bushes, right? And I just kind of stair-step stack it, if you will, right? And then we will go ahead and take our wreath base. Here's the wreath base that I told you guys I did earlier. I took 2 of those styrofoam wreath forms and glued them together and pinned them, then wrapped them. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just lay these babies right down. Now, again, because I am such a fanatic and I am so OCD like that, I like mine very uniform. I like mine going all one direction. I don't like a bush. I just like really nice clean lines. Again, another personal preference that I personally have when I go to make these. So you're going to see, you can choose. However you're going to angle that, you're going to want to make sure that you are laying your bushes or your pieces, your clipped pieces, in a direction. And, you know, even with the smaller one, we could probably just do 3 bunches, because you don't want it to completely go over the edges. Then it loses its shape. And you want it to be nice and clean. I do. Anyway, that's me, you guys. You know how I am. I just like nice, clean, beautiful lines. And so that's me. That's what I like. So this guy right here, he'll drive me nuts. This will drive me crazy. So I will keep taking my pick and I will keep twisting it and turning it until I can see that it's going to behave right. Does that make sense? And then sometimes you just got to push it in there. I forgot to put my thimble on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me get that on. This is just a really easy, pliable little like aluminum with a little silicone padding on the inside. Okay, so let me get organized here. Right hand, left hand. All right, and we'll see if this works. I may not be able to use it because I have to be able to feel where I'm going. All right, so here we go. We're going to take this pin. Yeah, see how that went? All right, we'll figure it out. Now, don't worry if you cut these a little bit long, you know, when you're just trying to prep your products, you'll clip them off. You could clip them off. And then I take my pen and I just poke right in there, push it in, and I give it a squirt of glue. But first, I'm going to go ahead and cut these off. Okay, because they're just a little too long for my liking. And then once I get this on there, sorry guys, I'm having a hard time. I just don't want them going off the edge of the wreath. All right? Just like that. All right, anybody have any questions so far? Oklahoma City. Oh, Gary, that's the stuff I'm so upset with right now. Are all the police officers that are getting shot. I'm not okay with that. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about politics in here because we're here to have fun and to craft. Okay, so I'm going to just say right now, I like 3 bundles the best on this wreath form. So that's what it looks like just to get started. Okay, now the last time I used 2 light purple, and this time I'm going to use 2 dark purple. And I'm going to just, you know, again, size up your flowers. How do they look? Are they looking the way you want them to look? Are they laying the way you want them to lay? And that sort of thing. So I'm just real picky that way. So now what you're going to do is you're going to just take them and bring them down just a little bit farther. And you are going to stair stack them. You're just going to overlap it, basically, just a tad, okay? Which is one of the reasons why I like wrapping my styrofoam wreath base, is so that you cannot see any of the styrofoam or your wreath base through the floral. Oh boy, I'm going to have stuff flying everywhere tonight. I could see that. Okay, so we're just going to lay it down on there. Okay, flatten out your stems, get your pins, and push it in there. And try to get right up close to the bottom of the stem. Okay, and then just squirt a little glue. Okay, so let's see. Where are we? The city of Buffalo is closed. Sandra. Good Lord. Freezing Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm so glad you like the color, Sandy. How's it going, Sandy? You're frozen again. Oh, God. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm hearing like these crazy, because you know we're on the West Coast. I'm hearing all these crazy stories from the news that, you know, your eyeballs could freeze. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys must be just like this is the dinosaur, the ice age or something, right? I don't ever remember it getting this cold. Ever. Okay, you see this one here, you guys? Look at this one came without any leaves. This one came with no flowers. So watch that when you're picking your flowers out, your florals at Michael's. I got these at Michael's, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And I'm just going to go ahead and add the greenery, the stem, onto this one. Boom. There you go. Easy peasy. Okay, so as you can see, I'm using 2 of the lighter color purples this time, so you're alternating. And then I'm just going to lay them right down on here, adjust them the way I want them, get them all adjusted, go in all the same direction. If you feel like you got to stair step it down just a pinch, because this guy is sticking way up there, you know, fix them. Get them to where you want them to lay just right. So this is a little time consuming. I mean, you can make it within an hour. I mean, it just depends on you and your personal preference on how neat do you want it? How perfect do you want it? Me, I always want it perfect. Sorry. I just do. I try my best anyway, as perfect as what I think perfect is. Oh, these are not as bad. You know what? It's that other styrofoam base that we're going to be using. That is very difficult to push through. That's why I had this baby ready. Okay. And I'm going to cut a little bit of these off because they're just a little too long. There we go. Okay. Back to the, just repeat. See? Just like that. 35 degrees. Minus below, Teresa. Oh my gosh, you guys are frozen. What is going on? That is craziness. Isn't that crazy? I'm just curious, you know, even here in California, I worry about, you know, well, I'm really glad we're going to have rain. Don't get me wrong. But when we get rain here, after all the fires, oh my Lord, it gets really dangerous for people, especially us. We live really close to the mountain range, so the mudslides are really bad in some areas up in the mountains. We're fortunate. We're not that far up into the mountains. So you see how it's taking shape, you guys? This would look really cute too if hung by, you know, the satin ribbon that I include with the hanger on a mirror. This is the perfect size for a mirror that you can hang in front of. I'd like these little tiny wreaths. Not that cold here in Nebraska, really. Only 0. I don't even know if I want to tell you guys. It's like 58 degrees here in California. I know, I'm rubbing it in, right? Sorry. I know. I saw somebody post something today. They said, this summer, if I hear anyone complaining about how hot it is, I'm going to punch them in the face. It wasn't my post. I just started cracking up. I'm going to punch you in the face. Like, well, that's not very nice, but that is pretty funny. Because that means that person is so cold. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Make sure I add glue. Some people don't, but I do. because I don't want this thing. Like I said, when I send out a product and you look at my prices, you'll go, okay, I know why. Because I make sure this thing is not going anywhere. It's not going to fall apart on you. I love these colors. I really do. All right, we're going to do 2 lavender and 1 dark. I think I'll go ahead and start with the dark in the back. I'm almost not really liking this one. I'm going to set that one to the side. Sometimes some of these flowers, you probably know this one if you've ever bought florals before, but if you could see, sometimes their centerpieces, they're plastic. They either, I don't know what they do when they're making them. Too much. So I just ditch it because I'm not taking no defects. No defects on my wreaths. I try not to anyway. I correct it. Hi! How's it going, Renee? 30 degrees Oklahoma. Oh my gosh. You guys are frozen. Freezing. Oh. Did I post? I think I might have posted some. Oh no, I might not have. I was going to post something for you people out there in the snow, freezing cold. And people just trying to walk to their cars and not getting to their cars because they're sliding down their driveways. So funny. Oh, hi, Kim. Oh, yeah, somebody freezing up. Oh, my little dogs. Oh, my husband's still on the tractor tonight. He was on it until 3 a.m. last night. I'm like, that guy needs a break. All right. So, see, you just kind of go around. How's it looking so far? What do you guys think? Now, what we'll do, too, is we will cover the outer. I do this. Not a lot of people do it, but I like to do it. I will probably cover this all up right here. Nika! Shh. Oh my gosh, she had a double ear infection, you guys, and that poor thing, I felt so sorry for her. So she's been on medication, and the doctor put her on a steroid, and so she is just full of herself right now. It's so funny. Ohio's 25, oh my gosh. 12 degrees. Oh my gosh, New Hampshire. I don't know how you guys do it. I just don't know. I don't know. And then some of you guys have that super muggy summer heat. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I just don't. All right. So these guys are kind of going around. They're going to do their thing. So you just kind of got to twist them around a little bit. Make them behave. I'm going to flip it a little bit. There we go. Okay, see how I did that? Fill in your gaps as best as you can. It's going to take a couple of tries, you guys. It's not going to probably come out perfect your first try. Don't know the wind chill. Oof. Oof. That's the thing, boy. We keep losing our trees outside, too, with the winds that come up and kick up. It's crazy. All right, so I did, I believe, 2 lavender or 2 dark purples that time. I just want to make sure. See, and I'm not like, that's that one. I picked it back up again. I probably could get away with just doing 2 of these laying across, but I'm doing 3. So, and again, when you lay your tulips on top of one another, when you're stacking down like that, make sure you're going through and you're keeping your height kind of level. Again, my OCD. It's me. It's just me. I know. I am crazy like that. All right. Yep, these are getting kind of long. So let me trim this ahead of time. So, you know, when you're prepping, you're just going to be cutting away just to get yourself situated in gear. So these kind of came out a little bit long, but I'm also using a lot smaller wreath form than I originally had intended to use. So there is that. Okay, and turn your wreath, and then add your pin. and glue it down. Isn't that pretty simple? Let's make sure that the leaf is not in the way. I don't want to poke that. All right. Smash it in. Glue it down. Ow, that was hot. Watch your fingers. Richmond, Virginia's in the house. Hi, Richmond, Virginia. What are your temperatures? 32. Oh, boy. Temperatures will be 11 degrees. Put the school here in Richmond, Virginia on a 2-hour delay. Wow. Wow. That's so cold, you guys. I don't know. That is really cold. Bring your animals in, please, you guys. If you have outdoor pets, please bring your babies inside or put them in the garage. Put a little, you know what we got for our Rottweiler? Because she's an outdoor dog. And, of course, we don't get that kind of weather here in California. But what I do for her, because she is an enormous dog. She's a giant. She's like a tank. I bought, it's like a huge heating pad, but it's for animals, and it's very wide and very big. It's the large, or the extra large heating pad for her, so that she could lay down on it at night or during the day. Because with larger dog breeds, you know how they are. They're so susceptible to bone cancer and dysplasia, and Rottweilers especially, they are definitely prone to doing that. So I always just make sure she's got somewhere warm to lay down for her joints and her hips. Good Lord. Bitter cold system right now. Carol, just stay inside. Don't go outdoors. You guys, when I heard that your gosh darn eyeballs could freeze, I'm like, who in their right mind is ever going to want to go out in that? Don't go out in there. Stay out of them places. That's what my granny used to say all the time. Stay out of them places. All right. Get that glue string. What? Here we go. Put it in my glue pot for later. There we go. Okay, 3 more. We're going to do 2 of these. And you know what, you guys? I am going to tell you, there were, I think, at my Michael's, a different lighter purple than this. These are from last year. But I did get some dark ones also. So I know they're there. And they cost about $4 a bunch. If you wait for their sales, like I did the other night when I was on my little shortest live I think I've ever done in the universe. It was, they were on sale. So, and then they had a 20% off coupon. So, I went for it. And I got them, I think I got them, I'm not sure. I think I got them for 30% off, I think it was. Maybe 50% off. I can't remember. Guys, I've bought so many florals lately. I did 3 grapevine wreaths. I'm still messing around with them. I'm not ready to list them yet, you guys. I did throw some pictures up of them on my page the other day. But I haven't listed them yet because I'm still playing around with them a little bit. So I got to get them to look just right, just the way I want them. So eventually I'll get them up. I will tomorrow because I did make some changes to them today. So hopefully I'll get those listed. Am I freezing or is it, you know what, you guys are having some crazy weather. It could be because of that. You know, that's something to think about. My equipment today started right up. I mean, it's the first time I think my Mevo has connected that quickly to the internet. I mean, that quickly. It was like, bing, bing. Okay, we're on a roll tonight. Maybe things are looking up. So I don't know. I hope it's not me. Gosh darn it. Okay, let's see. I've got a lot of dark purple there, as you could see. So I'm going to add a couple of lighter. Let's do even lighter. So you see how there's variegated ones? They didn't have this color at Michael's, but they had these. So I am combining what I had left over from last year onto this wreath. So don't be, you know, bummed out if you get to Michael's and all of a sudden there's no, you know, I call it a periwinkle color, because I did not see them there this year, unfortunately. And this is really a popular wreath. I'm using, actually what I do, the way I do it, you guys, and this is the thing, because my biz buddy, her and I are going to start doing lives together. She's going to become an admin on my page. And we both want to, you know, be doing lives at the same time on separate pages, on her page and my page at the same time. So we would use our phones to do separate pages. But when I do a live, I don't. I use all three of my products, my camera, my iPad, and my phone. And that's how I do my lives. Okay, so I'm getting really close to the end here. And I take these pins and I really kind of try to stay as close to the stem as possible, so that you're not real spread out and wide and they won't wiggle around on you. And this, really the glue is not gluing your flowers down. I'm gluing the pen into the base. It's the pen I don't want moving or sliding, and because the flowers will fall out. We have a laptop, but I don't use it. I have my big desktop that I use for everything else. Anything and everything I need to do as far as design on a website or emails or any changes, admin changes, I will use my desktop. So, yeah. Like all my notifications, I do on my desktop. I can do from my phone, but I don't. And remember, keep your stems, you guys, going into the center of this form. Otherwise, they're going to be all cockeyed and weird on you. So just always try to stay consistent with where your placement is on top of the surface of the form. Oh boy, you guys making those grapevine wreaths the other day? Oh man, I made 3 of them, right? This one afternoon I just started at it, went for it, worked all night, but I got a little tiny paper cut right in the middle of my thumb. So that's why I got that thimble here, because I knew this was going to be a little challenge for me. I got Band-Aids ready though, just in case. Just in case. All right, I'm trying to use all 3 of the different variegated purples for you guys. All right. Hi, Indiana. Oh, minus 4 degrees. Oh, good. Okay, here we go. So I think I'm going to go this way with that. I've probably got a lot of light purple in here, but that's all right. Okay. Just kind of making these a little bit shorter. Again, they're going to be a little bit longer if you're going to use a bigger wreath base. So just keep that in mind. It's the top of the surface that you're worrying about, that you want to make sure you're able to stay on and not go off the edges. And then just lift those other ones up. Try to get these stems right in the middle underneath. So here you go. This is tricky Ricky here. Okay. And stay in the middle of your wreath. You don't want your pens hanging off the side. Nothing ugly. Okay. So there's our surface. our top surface. And you could technically just stop right there if you really wanted to, because that's the beauty about adding that ribbon. And then the back side just makes it look even prettier, you know. I just think it's a prettier way to do a wreath for tulips. And you'll go back and you just realign the things while the glue is still kind of pliable. Okay. Now, if you want to do the sides, it does get a little more trickier because you know, you don't have a stand and you don't have another set of hands holding it for you. So you got to use the table surface and then work your way around the edge. So, Margaret, for this one, I didn't even use 10 bundles. I cut 10 bundles up, 10 bushes, which there's 8 stems per bush. I didn't even use that. And that's because I chose to use a different wreath form, a styrofoam form, because the one I wrapped the other night on a live was almost a 16-inch frame, you know, solid styrofoam frame. And it's very large, and it would be very expensive, and it would take a lot of time. So it's at least going to take you a good hour to 2 hours to make. And because I talk and I interact with you guys, I wanted to give you just the general basics of how this is going to look, how you do it, and then, you know, I'll probably make that other one off of the live. Ramona, Chicago, yeah. Burned railroad tracks, holy cow. Isn't that just crazy? I posted, I don't know if I did it in my page. I think I might have done it on my personal page. They have train engines that are actual plows that they use like in Finland and other countries that are like heavy snow. They were amazing to watch. Hi, Cynthia. Aw, you're so sweet. I'm doing good. Hi, Bessie. How's it going, lady? Hey, look, so we got the top surface of our wreath done. And I want to show you how I fill in the sides now. Okay, so you can see it. So yeah, this would look good all by itself, you know, because, you know, if you wanted to hang it on a mirror or something like that from a nice satin, you know, ribbon, you can hang it like that if you like. Or if you want it to, because you are hanging it indoors and it's somebody's going to see the profile of it, then you'll want to cover it. And again, you're going to try and keep right in the middle. That's the key. That's the trick. So we'll see how many bundles this will actually really take, because now we're going to do the outside. So I do know that these were on clearance, you guys, at Michael's. So if you're going to, and I think I'm only going to do 2, you guys, on the outside. I don't think we're going to need 3. It's a very small surface. At Michael's, they were on clearance. So I don't know how much longer they're going to be available, these little mini tulips. And you'll start seeing all the big tulips coming out. So I'm going to cut some of these off. And I am only going to do 2. But I'm going to alternate. I don't want the same color. So we'll do one purple, one dark, one light, one dark, one light. So that's what I'm going to, what am I doing here? I'm going the wrong way. Jeez. All right, let's turn that this way then. Let's get this guy cut off. All right. And because your tulips are going this way, lay them all the same way. Don't make the mistake I almost just made. You see, I almost put the tulips going the opposite direction. Don't do that. You want your stuff all going one direction. And if you see something droopy like that, just turn it. Just make that bad boy behave. Just behave. Just get in there. Stay. All right. So, sorry. Going on a little tangent there. Alrighty. And I have in the past, if I see something really wonky like that and really wimpy, I will go back in there with a pen really close to it, and I will pin that down and glue it. So you know, just it's personal preference. Hi, Gladys. Kathy, what did Kathy say? Yeah, I know. Come to the west, you guys. No trains were coming to Michigan from Chicago today. How many people get stuck not going to work? I mean, sorry, boss, can't come to work today. The trains are not working. Man, that is insanely cold, you guys. That is just craziness. Just a little bit of glue to hold that pen down. Don't forget, that's an important step. Kind of hold it up a little bit too, because you will see, if you don't, your glue is going to just run straight down. Okay, let's look for that light colored one again. And we'll just lay it right on top. Layer it right on top. Okay. So I'm just kind of staggering them apart. And pin it down. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that off, because look how long that thing is. You don't want it poking out. All right, it goes by pretty fast. I mean, it's not too bad, but it is a lot of work. Had the day off today and have tomorrow off too. Wow. The mail wasn't delivered? That's a lot of coldness. Ugh. Yeah, what crazy weather. Isn't that crazy, you guys? Our Mother Nature is just, she's angry. Or something. Right? Something. Alright, I don't want that like looking like it's crazy. It's got crazy top. You know, crazy top is an actual term in farming for trees. It's when the top of the tree grows new growth and it grows really crazy wild. It's not good. It's not what you want your trees to have, but sometimes it happens. And even like with frost, it just determines what happens, how cold, if the blooms you guys were getting. Oh my gosh, we've had all this nice weather here. I hate to say it. We did. We had like 3 or 4 days where it was beautiful, sunny, almost 70 degrees out. All the blooms on our orchard in our almond trees started coming out. They started, not all of them, but just like there were a few little buds starting to form. And we're like, oh no, because we know winter is not over by any means. Hold on, y'all. I need to fix something. All right. And crisis diverted. All right, I needed to cut that off a little bit. That's why. So yeah, we don't want our blooms coming out right now because we're still going to get a lot of rain. There's rain that's in our forecast until Tuesday next week. So, you know, rainwater on top of little blooms on a tree are not good. Not good. I think I want to do a light one and a dark one. There we go. I can see this is going to be way too long. What else is going on? Yeah, I don't know if I can live in that kind of cold. Girl, my bones. Yeah, I don't know. So see, another nice thing about adding on the outer ridge is that you're going to make your wreath look a little more three-dimensional and bigger. But small enough that you can even put this wreath behind a screen door on a front door. One of those storm doors or security doors, as they call them out here on the west. God, craziness. What is going on with this world? I don't get it. And just a little dab of glue to keep that pin in place. Okay, you don't want your flowers slipping around on you. All right, we're going to take another really light colored one and a dark one. And we're just going to lay that down for a second. I think I want that like this. Okay, I'm going to trim the edges because this is a little tinier little wreath and it doesn't really need these long stems to stay in place. So that's a modification. Because I had to cut these guys up and I was still thinking and under the impression I was going to do the bigger one. But I just knew it was going to be just too much and we were going to be on too long to do any larger size wreath like that with tulips. Oh boy, here she goes again. Oh, dude, I have a cockatiel bird that we keep in our covered patio area outside, and he's such a sweet bird. But I'm his person. You know how dogs are, animals are like that. They pick their person, right? The bird chose me as its person, and I take him out a lot, and I don't clip his wings like I should. But today, I had him out here yesterday in the house, and he just loves the little dogs. I mean, geez, the dogs are barely bigger than the bird. They're so tiny. That is going to be crazy. There we go. We'll make it stay down. Anyway, today, the sucker, he decided on the way into the house that he would just take off and go fly around the yard outside. I'm like, oh. There we go. So I had to, we have a huge oak tree, and oh my gosh, this bird, he just decided, oh, I kind of like it out here. I finally got him back down, though. He came to me. But I did have to climb a ladder. My husband was like, be careful, don't fall, be careful. Gosh, darn that bird. He's all, well, he won't come to me. I'd climb the ladder for you, but he won't come for me. Let's scare him. I know, right? Ooh, there's a driving ban issued. Oh my, 7. Ooh, my. You guys, you poor people. Isn't that just crazy? That is so gosh dang cold. You guys, that's dangerous. When your eyeballs can freeze, hello, stay indoors. Stay next to a fire. Stay in a nice, warm, heated house or place, wherever you could find comfort. Okay, so this one, I think I'm going to add 3 here. Just needs it. There we go. It just needs that extra one. I'm just filling in some gaps. That's all you're going to do. Just fill in gaps. Put your little pin in there. Glue it down. I wish I had my camera up higher. That's what I'm going to have to work on, you guys, when I do my YouTube stuff. If you want me to zoom in, I can also zoom in. So that I have the capabilities of doing here. So you guys just let me know. Just don't want that glue dripping down the back. Nothing ugly in the back. Okay, hold on, people. My glue just wants to run. There we go. So as you can see, as you're getting around the wreath, it becomes harder to set that wreath on its side to work on the side of the wreath. Alrighty. Boy, we got some stringy glues. Alright, let's get our others. So we may have to cut some more. See, guys? Just never know. I didn't know how much a little tiny wreath like this was going to make because I've never made one this small before. I've always made the larger ones in my shop. So now I'm doing a baby one. Okay, if I could pick up the pen, we'll be good. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. I know I should be reading your comments, but I'm trying to get this little guy under control. All right. Okay. And I need to cut that off because there's a little stem that's poking up too high. You see that? Cut it right off. Okay. Grab a couple more. Set them down in the middle. Don't forget, always in the middle. Stay in the middle of your styrofoam wreath base. It doesn't take too long though. How's it going, everybody? Buffalo, New York is in the house. This wreath base is a 12-inch wreath form. Is that Kathy? Yeah. And it's styrofoam. You can actually use, you know, the straw ones that are wrapped in plastic. You can use those. You can use, I prefer styrofoam. That's just, it's easier to push into. And the straw one is too, but you might need more glue with the straw. But you're going to wrap it. So, whoa, whoa, whoa. Things are going crazy. I got glue everywhere. Everywhere. All right. I'm going to cut some of these off. I need new wire cutters. Mine are getting very dull. Okay, here we go. So we're about 3/4 of the way around. You'll get these glue strings off later. They're just bugging me. They're in my way. I don't want you guys to see icky stuff. Okay, so let's do that. Oh, these are super, super long. Hang on. Let's get these guys cut up. Okay. There we go. There they go. All right, oops. I keep thinking my pins are over here, but it's the flowers. I'm like all discombobulated. Hi there, Brenda. I'm just pinning in our floral pins to keep them in place, and then I add a little dab of glue, just so the pin doesn't come out and wiggle around. And I do let it try to set a little bit before I move on, just so that it doesn't drip down the wreath on the back. Because you want your back nice and clean, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Oh my gosh. My husband, we have these sensors on our driveway, and my husband's on the tractor, and he just keeps setting that thing off, and my dogs go crazy. I'm sorry, you guys. She's only about 4.5 pounds, too, so she's so vicious. She's so funny. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? There we go. Sorry, my poor phone. There we go. Did I miss anything? Hi, girl. Hey, Marianne. How's it going? Aw. Good to have you guys. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining me. I'm just taking my little time. I'm going slow. I want it nice and clean for you guys. I'm doing this nice little tutorial for you. So I want it to look nice and neat. All right. We're almost done, you guys. Almost done. They do kind of go by a little bit quick, but, you know, I'm just really picky. That's my problem. I just like things done really perfect, pretty. So wrapping your wreath makes a huge difference with see-through stuff. Okay, I'm going to try and plug this in here with my left hand. Because I got a big old stem right there that I don't want moving around on me. There we go. Just a little tiny half squeeze of glue. That's all you really need to keep that pin down. Hold on a second. I may need to add another floral pin here. So if they get all wonky on you like that, just put another pin in there. Tell it to settle down. Sit still, right? There we go. You're not going to see any of that because it's all going to be covered in flowers. There we go. All right, we got that one down. And just remember when you do your shipping, the glue does add a little bit of weight, and the pins, which is a pretty interesting find. I found last year anyway. I'm like, wow, that thing is heavy. All right, yeah, I wish I had some more of the periwinkle colored tulips, but they didn't have any this year. I don't know why. Alright, I think I'm going to go up just a little bit higher. I swear, right when I get it like placed right where I want it, I don't want to breathe or move or anything. It's like, don't move. Alright, see, I moved. Now I got to start over. Alright, there we go. Otherwise, I'd be tearing this whole thing apart and starting all over again, you guys. You know how it is. There we go. Okay, it's done. Just squirting the 2 ends of the pin in. And I've got wire to cut off. There we go. So you're definitely going to need a good pair of these to make one of these. And the pins. A lot of people don't use the pins. Some people do. Some people just glue them down. Everybody has their own little technique and what they like and what they'll do. Oh, Lord. See, I'm running out of the light purple. I have a few more, though. I've got some other ones over there. I'm not too worried about it. I bought Michael's out, I think. Right? Is Valerie on here? Valerie knows. It's like, good night. Shopping again. There we go. Oh boy. Hi, Pat. Thanks, Marianne. Hi, Cali girl. I'm from Cali as well. Oh, my thumbs. All right. I'm just poking some glue right down into the holes. This one got a little crazy on me. So if the glue drips a little bit like that, you just wipe it off. I just kind of scrape it. There we go. All right. So see, we're almost done, you guys. We only just have this little section right here. So we're making it, bringing it around town. Oh, this is that one. You know what I'm going to do? So you know how I had this one that had this funky flower on it with the middle that looked all icky? I'm going to pop it off. Take the one that's icky off of this one. Figure out which one I want. I think I'm going to use this one. So you just swap it out. You can actually swap out this whole darn thing because I don't like this one. So, and or this one. There you go. Boom, boom. Oh wait, I need that one back. Okay, this has leaves on it, so let's put these back together on the leaf one. Okay. You just slide them right back on. I don't even bother gluing them because it is a tight fit. Normally on florals, when I do florals, I will sometimes glue the flower back onto the stem just to double secure it so they don't fall off. Hi, Florida. Is it cold? Just joined. Hi, Lauren. Can't even talk tonight. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's see. Finish this one up. So we started off with a 12-inch styrofoam wreath base. And I'm just now doing the outer edges of the wreath. So now we have one extra. So if we find another one in the troops here, we want to make sure that we have an extra one, and you just swap them out like that. Pretty cool, huh? Make it work. Make it happen. Hi, Florida. Okay. There we go. And just lay it right in the middle of your wreath. Smack dab in the middle. The flowers will poof out. Much better. I'm right-handed, not left-handed. I keep doing it backwards. Okay. Glue my little pin down. Looks like I need another little glue stick. I think really all I've gone through is 3 glue sticks on this little guy. Oh, God, my hands, they don't want to work. What's going on? Okay. And we're back. Pick this up. There we go. All right, let's pick some more. And look, see, found one. We need a purple one. Pop that baby off. I like 3 flowers to a stem, personally. Sometimes you don't get so lucky with 3 florals on a stem, but that's why you keep your extra, right? Okay. Get right in. Oh, I have to definitely. Oh, I just got hot glue on me. Wow, that's hot. Okay, so these are really long because we're getting into the first bunches that we started with, and we're going to have to be climbing underneath those to put these in here, right? Okay, hold that down. Whoops, they're rolling on me. Let's get a floral pin quick. Glue that pin down. Okay. There we go. All right. Another one. And they're going to be too long. I think this might be our last set right here, you guys. And I think we're done. It's a quickie, huh? Hey, from New Jersey. It's a balmy 9 degrees. Whew! Bikini weather, right? Right, Loretta? Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm already thinking of memes in my head. Oh, it's awful. I feel so bad for you guys. I swear that freaked me out. The freezing of the eyeballs. I'm all, oh my gosh. Don't go outside, people. Don't go there. God, it can happen so fast. Be careful out there. It's freezing. All right. That looks pretty good to me. There we go. Alrighty. So, there's our wreath. You guys, our tulip wreath. I haven't even put it up on an easel yet, but I will sit here and I will shape them and I will get them all to lay right, and you know, which is, you know, what I normally do. But that is your wreath right there. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just a purple madness right there. Purple, purple, all the way. And then what I will do is I will take I got to buy more ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I usually buy it in the wedding section, satin ribbon at about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, by 2.5 inches. And I glue it on the back. I will glue my business card on the back. I'll put felt over it so you won't see the ribbon edges. I make it nice and clean and smooth on the back. So it doesn't scratch anybody's doors, and it looks just as pretty in the front as it does in the back. Hi, Belle. Thank you. Aw, that's okay. You can watch replay. It's all good. We just had a quickie little night tonight. And then, you know, if you see any holes anywhere, you guys just take another, you know, little stem and get it in there, put that pin in there and glue it down. Like I see a hole right here. So, and it's going to bug me until I put something in there. So, I'll just add it. Thanks, Millie. I hope you like it. They're a lot of fun to make. And they're really popular, you guys. So, I really enjoy making them. I really do. There we go. We're going to put a little pin in there. And I just filled out little holes. See? Just like that. And then a little dab of glue. And I got to not cover it up, though. So I always make sure I glue these down, you guys. There we go. Okay. Now you can fluff and stay. All right. Thanks for sharing, Rita. Thanks, babe. I love you guys. All right. There you go. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I'll just sit here and I'll make them all uniform and nice and smooth. And get all this glue off of me. But yeah, there you go. That's our tulip wreath tutorial for the night. Really quick, really fast. But how long did that take us? Just a little over an hour. And that's with talking. And I really didn't get to do much chatting with you guys. So, but I hope you guys stay warm. You know, please stay safe out there, you guys. I mean, people in the driving, there's just no grip on the street. So you're just going to slide away. So please be careful and stay warm. And don't stay out very late. I don't want your eyeballs burning. Okay. I'm goofy tonight. I don't know why. All right, you guys. I love you. Have a great night. And we'll chat soon. Real soon. Because what other wreath was I going to make? Oh, I was going to do a grapevine wreath, I think, with you guys. A hydrangea one. I bought a bunch of hydrangeas the other day. So I think I'll be doing a hydrangea grapevine wreath. So I think that's what we'll be doing next. Right? Get a bottle of wine. Chill out. Just hang out. You don't even need to get out of your PJs. You can just have a pajama party and wine all day long. And all night. Stay warm. Cuddle with your honeys. And stay safe, you guys. All right. I love you guys so much. Take care and have a good night. Ciao, ciao.